Sponsored by rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. rxcardclub.com. Wisconsin's Ron Dayne has more rushing yards than anyone in NCAA history, so why isn't he the official record holder? The Wisconsin Badgers welcome back legendary running back Ron Dayne to Saturday's game against Alabama at Camp Randall Stadium, marking the 25th anniversary of his 1999 season in which he won the Heisman Trophy and set the NCAA all-time rushing record. On November 19, 1999, Dayne and Wisconsin obliterated Iowa, 41-3. The Badgers secured a seventh straight win, a berth in their second consecutive Rose Bowl and, with a 31-yard run with just more than 4:30 left the second quarter, he bypassed the 99 yards that were necessary coming into the game to leapfrog Texas running back Ricky Williams, whose record of 6,279 yards was only 1 year old. It's a record that lives to this day. Kind of. At the end of his college career, Dayne had 7,125 rushing yards, though that figure includes bowl game yardage. To the NCAA, though, the mark is merely 6,397 yards, since bowl game yardage wasn't part of the official record-keeping until 2002. In 2016, San Diego State running back Donald Pumphrey passed Dayne's mark with 6,405 yards, but Pumphrey had the advantage of seeing his bowl yardage figured into the equation. In fact, Pumphrey played in 11 more games than Dayne over his career, nearly a full extra season worth of opportunity. So what gives? More, everything you forgot about Ron Dayne's magical 1999 run to the NCAA all-time rushing record. When the NCAA voted to include bowl game stats in 2002, its membership, particularly sports information directors, elected not to retroactively add stats from previous seasons. This was the case even though football was a bit of an outlier among NCAA sports, with most other sports counting postseason records among single-season and career figures. The general logic makes at least some sense. Updating all stats from bowl games would be an unwieldy project for individual schools and the NCAA at large, given the lengthy history of the sport. The NCAA officially began recording stats in 1937. The NCAA's Director of Statistics, Jim Wright, said records before 2002 remained the same, despite the bowl policy change, because we did not have the resources to, literally, recreate every bowl game with complete stats and play-by-plays that would allow us to see what additional records would be impacted. It's obviously not just rushing yards that would need to be calculated, every stat category and percentage for dozens of schools would need adjustment. Even with the appropriate documentation to make those changes, the NCAA didn't want to rewrite single-season history, allowing each season's year-end statistical records to match what was compiled on all-time ledgers. Any retroactive changes would potentially overhaul rushing or passing champions from individual seasons pre-2002. The counter-argument, of course, is that the decision to leave history in place creates an imbalanced opportunity for players between eras, and potentially creates records, like this one, that need further context.